Hey guys, it's Lisa the Women's Club Gardener. So for today's project, we have to plant up all the pots, clean the pots up, and plant all of the pots up at the front of the entrance of the house. So there's some things that didn't survive. For example, this hibiscus, which I am super sad. The Star Blast Chiffon Rosa Sharon didn't survive, but guys, there is 2 Rosa Sharon plant babies that I'm gonna dig up and baby them a little bit, so hopefully they can grow on from here. But my goal is organize the pots. I want to do groupings of 3 different heights. That's my thoughts. And then I've been collecting some annuals, and then I've grown a couple of things from seeds as well too that I want to use to plant out here. So that's the project for today. I've already gone ahead and add fertilizer to the plants, top them off with compost. If you guys remember, we did that back in early part of the year. There was 1 or 2 containers that I feel like they need a little bit more topping off. And then this year, what I'm going to do that's a little bit different is once I'm done planting my containers, I am going to top them off with mulch to help with the water retention, because this area in the yard gets super hot afternoon sun and the plants dry out really fast. So if I can try to protect it with some mulch, I think that would be great for it. I would love if you could subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too. We are in full-on planting mode here. Filming this very end of April 29th today. You probably won't see this until like maybe middle of May-ish, I believe. So by the time you see this would all have grown in already. Would love again if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend. So let's first of all organize our pots, and let me turn the camera around and kind of show you what I'm thinking that I want to do. So my staple containers, which are basically this white one, that one, this big gold one over here, that are going to stay the same. But what I'm going to do is move all of these groupings and do them in groupings of 3. That way when I plant, I would basically know where to plant the things based on height and so forth. I did bring my containers back from the front of the subdivision. If you guys recall, we took these out to the front of the subdivision for holiday containers. We did greenery, so I brought them back in, so I'm going to get to use that up here. I think a little bit of color on the container would be great. I do have lots. There's blue and some other colors, but there's some of them that I really want to switch out. So let me set up and then we'll start working with the containers. While I'm at it, guys, this is my stash of some of the stuff that we're going to choose from. We're not going to do the trough, because trough technically, guys, is done. I think I'm going to attempt to maybe pull some of the yellow archangel out, and I was going to see if I have any extra fountain grass and maybe plant 2 fountain grass. We'll see, because that was my intent earlier in the year, but the yellow archangel has gone crazy and I don't know for sure, but I'll show you the plant selection as we go along. But this is just a couple of things that I've gathered so far. This I want to show you. I'll pop the name of it on the screen. Guys, I got this plant for 18 bucks when I was at one of my offices. This is going to go with the side yard for now. Pretty sure I'm going to have many versions of how the pots would look like before I settle on the final one. So guys, I got a lot of pots. Where do I start from? You know, I want to keep this one here, and I know I want to keep the blue one. You know what, let me probably move that to the front so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's start small and then we'll find where we want to go. I know I want to keep that pot there because my daughter does want to see that petunia, so I'll keep that there. And I'm trying to do different heights is what I'm trying to do. Ooh, that looks pretty there. Okay. It's another grouping of 3. You guys, it's so hot. Okay, hopefully you can see. I've got a grouping of 3 over there, another grouping of 3 over here, staggering the heights. So let's move over to this side now. So it is everything that is extra will go to the willow tree garden bed, or it could go in the shade garden bed area, is what I'm thinking. So last year I did 2 containers flanking the side of it here, and I did like that idea, so maybe I'll do a version of that. What I'm trying to do, hopefully you can see it. Large container here, grouping of 3 on this side, grouping of 2 on this side. So when you look forward that way, it has a really nice grouping going on. I did notice that, oh my goodness, I have a bunch of salvia that is that's self-seeded here from last year. I'm gonna try to find a picture of what it looked like last year that it's self-seeded. I'll pop it on the screen so you guys can see it. Alright, so we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. Okay, so my thought is, if you remember, I had the chest over here. This is a plant that's going to go in one of the containers over there. So I'm going to bring the purple container and maybe put that in front of this. Now, is there a smaller container than that one? A lower container? Perfect. Perfect. Now let's tackle this little one over here. So, thought is, I got lots of big containers, so yeah, it's too tall. Needs a shorter container there. So I'm going to try to move the blue on the front part of it instead. Move you back a little. And then I can do a grouping of smaller containers over here maybe. How many containers, you guys? I think so. But it'll be fine. We got a little diamond shaped thing going on there. I'm going to leave a path so I can walk through this way. Grouping of 3 over here. Guys, hopefully you can see my plan here. Diamond shape over here with a little one facing on that side. A little grouping over here. as well. Grouping of 3 seems to be working fine. I think I need a bigger container here, so I was moving this one here, which has a hibiscus in it, and I'm definitely going to mulch it. So that should go there. And then it's a little something tiny here. Alright, that's a 3 right there. Which now brings us to this area over here. Yay, trio. Okay. And I just need to do, I kind of want to remove this container because it looks like it's broken. Let me remove this container and dump all the stuff, and I can put the 3 over here. Alright guys, so I cleaned out the area and blew all of the dirt and stuff like that. So I want to show you the grouping of pots that I have. So starting here, we have a grouping of 3. Keeping this container by itself, the white one. Another grouping of 3, and I did this one facing more forward this way. Love the combo shape as well. This one has a multitude of grouping, starting with a large one and a grouping over here, and a trio grouping over here. That pot, sorry, I was just in the middle of transplanting some self-seeded salvia. Then over here, I did it a diamond shape with an extra one over here, so you can see that from the back, but when you go on the other side, which I'll show you from the other side, it looks good in my opinion. We'll see. And then over here, another trio there, there, and so forth. Let's go around the front. So from the front, walking in, I did a trio of smaller containers here. This is our diamond shaped one over there, and here. I grouped this taller because I want to put a fountain grass right over there. So taller one and trio there. Now this is taller, it's going to hide whatever is in the back. So it looks like you don't see all of them in one viewing. Another set of containers there, trio over there, and leaving this single one by itself. And by the front door, all I have is my Norway spruce. Well guys, not all, I have a lot of stuff. Alright, so I left this container here. I may plant some annual behind that there. We have our maple in a container, and I moved these this heuchera over here. This one came back from earlier in the year. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? And then I'm going to take out the shepherd's hook for once and for all, because this Atlas cedar needs to, I'm going to let it drape over, and then that's how I'm going to train it. So now comes to the fun part, is let me show you what I have been acquiring so far to plant. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to position the camera so I can show you, and then place them two at the same time. Okay, so I've got purple fountain grass. How many do I have? I got one more over there. So I got 4 purple fountain grass, staple things that I have every year. I don't know if I need all 4, but let's just go ahead and start placing them. And put one in the middle over here. And I think, ooh, if I do a fountain grass right in the middle here, that would look great. Awesome. Middle of this container, I pulled the heuchera a little bit away, not heuchera, the yarrow, and I'm put a fountain grass here. So imagine a fountain grass up here with maybe like a zinnia trailing down here and a zinnia trailing down there, keeping the heuchera as is. I think that would be cool. So I basically have 3 3 fountain grass going. Do 1 fountain grass here, So if you look at it, there's 4 fountain grass flanking this area, which will give it a really nice look during the the fall season too as well. And I can leave this up pretty much all year for year round interest. All right, so that's that. Next thing that I got is got a bunch of dahlias. So I've got some smaller dahlia. Hopefully you can see. Oh, you can see that. All right. So where do I want to do dahlias? These are the shorter dahlia. One here. Guys, I don't have any plan of what I'm doing. I'm just putting stuff as I see fit. Also has stuff from that's in the bag that I grew from seed that I also need to bring up here. So we're gonna shift things as it goes along. Next, I have some lobelia, which I think trailing down would look really nice. So I'm gonna put one here, and I think I do need a lobelia here. All right, and then I have another idea where I want to put one. So my thought is, what if I have a lobelia trailing down right here? So imagine all this color, you guys. Oh my God. I'm so excited. And then I'll put something here. Let's find something that's a color that would go really nice on that side. So let's see. Do this, right? You guys, this is going to be so beautiful. Lobelia, zinnia, all the trailing stuff in front there. Think about the yarrow coming up in the back. Oh my goodness, this is going to be amazing. Amazing. I haven't even planted it yet. Sorry guys, I'm just super excited. Plant nerd here, and pretty sure I'm going to have some extra containers that doesn't have anything in it. And we're going to go shopping, you guys. We're going to go shopping. Do have a bunch of colorful dwarf zinnias that I'm going to put as well. Now, I did find creeping raspberry, and I don't know if this is shade or sun. So let me just pause and see if I can find if this is shade or sun, because this will be nice hanging off like the front of a container. Something like this would look really nice, and if I can put another one like right there. But let's see if it's shade or sun. I think it's shade. Guys, normally when people do container videos, they have all their plants already ready to go and they're planning their mind. I'm just going with the flow, seeing where I think it would look good, and then at the end of it, I think it'll come together in the end of it. So, next tray of plants. So, I actually found, this is Sunfinity sunflower. And so what I'm going to do is I need some height, and I'm thinking that I put some height in this front container over here. And when I'm done, I'll just walk around and show you guys what my vision is before I start planting. And I'll be, oh, this is so pretty with dark petunia. Oh my goodness. Beautiful contrast. I did get some dichondra silver falls, and so I want that to drape in a container. So let's find and see which one we want that to drape in. You know what will be nice is if I have it draping on this side, because over here I've got the, what do you call it, draping. There we go. Right, you are going over here, draping on that side. Alright, so next is I've got some verbena, and I have not started putting anything in these containers. So I'm just gonna randomly put some verbena over there. And I do want to put some, do I have any more of this? Let's see. And my thought is I'm going to do, what do I want to do? So I want some zinnias over in this container over here. Maybe zinnia here. And a zinnia up here. All right. And then I found this petunia. And I figured that could go in front of this pot. This is some, what do you call this, angelonia. So there's some angelonia here. Flossflower, oh, some flossflower would look nice there. And I want to put these in like a grouping because they look weird if they're not in a grouping. So let's find a pot that's tall in the back, and we can put the billy bobs in there. This rose, I'm not sure how it's going to do. I did plant some salvia that's self-seeded in the middle, so if I do a trio of the billy bob right there, that would look good. 2 more billy bobs, so I'm going to put them in the container here in the middle. Alright, let's see what else we got. More dahlias. This one here is this one. This one here. Oh, look at the flower of this one. I'm going to put that one in front. I think this container will do good with some dahlia. Put another one over there. I have is this another angelonia and euphorbia. So let's see where we want to put that. So colorful by the time we're done. So colorful. Let's do the sunflowers in the back. Angelonia. And let's do a euphorbia this way, spilling over because you got some stuff over there. And that'll grow in really nicely. Then we got one more euphorbia. May need to fill this container up a little bit more with soil. You will go there. Now I planted asters from seed, you guys. So these asters are planted from seed. This one here is the peach aster. And this one here is, oh yeah, peach. So I'm gonna take them out and then put them as well, because aster will give me some good fall color. Ooh, nice roots, you guys. Nice roots. Now I have one coreopsis, which is the plains coreopsis. Actually 2. Oh my god, I have 2 coreopsis. Oh, 3 actually, you guys. 3 coreopsis. Yay. One that looks like it's not gonna make it, but I'm gonna plant that as well. I love it, love it. That it grew from seed. We grew this from seed, you guys. Ooh, look at the root. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, gorgeous. So where do I want a coreopsis to go? I'll put you here. And actually, I'll do one over here. And this one here, I'm going to try to see if I can still plant it. Okay, good. Peach, oh, I have more peach aster, but I want to do some of these on the deck. Guys, it has buds. So I want to put that on the deck. These scabiosa, I have abused them, alright? This is the white star scabiosa, so I'm going to go ahead and pot that up too. And I'm going to plant them pretty thick. You guys, I neglected this coreopsis so badly, but guess what? It wants to live, and look, it has flowers. This is the plains coreopsis. So let's see. Let's put some in the front over here. or coreopsis, but I'm going to leave this one for the deck. Peach asters, I've got several, so let me plant some more up front here. It's my favorite, or one of my favorite plants, marigolds. So I've got several varieties that I'm going to plant out. Yeah, they're just what I have in front. I still have another set in the back as well. Okay, I grew some Black-Eyed Susan Indian Summer variety. So that I want to put in this gold container over there. I just have one more marigold as well. Oh, I did plant a rudbeckia already in that container, you guys. So let's keep going. Oh, rudbeckia would look really nice over here. All right, and then let's put a marigold over here. Another verbena, and I'm not sure which dwarf varieties called. What do you call this? Dwarf variety marigold I planted here. Now this container over here that has the roses, I am going to cut some of the, what do you call it, this out, trim some of that, and then I think marigolds would look really nice there. I'll just put one in for right now and I'll break it apart. Alright guys, genius idea, at least I think it's genius idea. So, you know, on this trough, how I was thinking of breaking back some of the, whatever it is called, archangel, and plant fountain grass there. Instead, what I'm going to do is mahogany splendor hibiscus that will get tall. And I use the trellis to support it, so that's what I'll do. Let me go raid my stash downstairs on the deck and see what I didn't bring out that I need to plant here. Off the top of my head, I think alternanthera is one of the ones I wanted to plant here, which would look good over there. So let me go grab a couple of those. Alright, so from my stash in the back, looks like a succulent something, guys. No idea what it is that I bought here. I'm gonna try to Google this and see what it is, but if you know, let me know. It looks like a sedum variety, maybe. Sinosio, I believe this is what's called. I'm gonna see if I can break this apart and have like 2 clumps or something like that. Isn't that cute? I forgot what this trailing thing is. I'll try to find it online as well. It gives a yellow flower. And my alternanthera that I propagated from cutting last year, and we planted out this year. So the smaller variety, it looks like that. I'm putting it over here, so we'll have a little bit of a height with the marigolds spilling over there. I have this plectranthus that I propagated in overwinter as well, and I think I want to put that somewhere to get some trailing action going on. So beautiful, isn't it? Plectranthus to trail over on that side, probably. Is the container too full? Absolutely. Rudbeckia over here, so I feel a plectranthus trailing down will be good there. So remember, I fertilized this already. Tilting it. So if you can see, I have the zinnia over this way, lobelia over this way, grass will come up this way, and then everything kind of trail in front. And the yarrow will be in the back doing its thing. So that's that for that container. Hey guys, so I decided to break this project up into 2 parts. So this is part 1. Didn't intend to do 2 parts, but I realized I got a lot of containers to show you, and I want to do a little bit more in depth on the planting and the mulching, and talk a little bit more about fertilizer, a little bit more of soil as well. And this video is already long, so we're going to continue in part 2 of this. So for part 1, we cleared all the container, we positioned them, we placed all the plants where we wanted to go, and then we started planting things. So part 2, tune in next time to see part 2 of this. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening.